to 7 is a hyper here. So that's the reason. We'll see tomorrow onwards. Guys, are you able to see my screen? All people. All people are able to see my screen? Yeah, thank you. Maths 7, right? So in the last session, we discussed about the profiles, right? Why we are using profiles? Profile is a what about set of access, right? Which type of access? Like app, within the tab, and object, within the object buttons like create, edit, delete something, and page layouts, record types, whatnot. Whatever we are configured through point and clicker, all are we will control through profiles. Understand? So this guy is a admin. I want to who's the other guy? User. What is the user ID? Username. reception@batch7.com. This is the other user. So I opened other incognito window. Why incognito window? Whenever you are using same window, what happened? The session has expired. The previous session has expired. So that's the reason I'm using incognito window. Within that, this is the username. This is the password. Okay. So in the right side, that user, and left side, admin. Okay. These are two outs. This is the admin guy. This is the reception guy, reception user. Okay. And the difference is that URL. It is a black. It is a what about the white color? Okay. Now, where is the admin profile? Sorry, reception profile, right? This is the reception profile. Belongs to this guy. Now, edit. This is the profile, guys. So this is the profile. Within that, tabs. This is the tabs. This is the custom tabs, and these are the object related read permission, create permission. See, account having read, create, edit, delete. Forget about these two. I will explain you view all and modify all. Not now. Okay. So this is the read means whenever read is a primary access of any object, guys. If there is no read means what? We are unable to see anything. So if you are removing the read, all access are gone. See? Understand? If you are removing the read, all access are gone. Why? Because if you are able to see the record, then only we are updating the record. Then only we are deleting the record, right? So that's the reason read is a primary access. Read is a primary access. Okay. Now, okay. If you click on the save, now see here patient already having the new. Why new? Why new button is coming? Because patient already read access is there, then create access is there. For example, I am removing the create, then what happened? This button has gone. We already discussed. And here one more thing, guys. See, patient and hospital. What is the relationship between these two? Hospital is a parent, patient is a child. But what is the relation? Look up or look up. It is an option we added in the what about that? In the object level, right? Now, doctor and patient. What is the relationship between these two? Master reader. So that means without doctor, patient will not exist. Patient record will not exist. Why? Under patient, we are utilizing the doctor information. Without hospital, patient will be exist. Right? Why? It is an option. So, for example, see, I am removing read access here. The patient also, whenever I am removing the access of the parent. See, again, I will show you. If you want to create the patient record, you must get the access of the doctor as well. Why? Without doctor, we are unable to create the patient. That means, see, if there is no access of the parent object, master parent, okay, master parent, then all the childs also not able to access. See here, I'm removing the doctor read access. Then what happened? There is no doctor read access. That means the dependent. What is the dependent object? The patient. Patient also automatically disabled. See, all are gone. But that means you must, in the parent and child relationship, if both are having the master teacher relationship, parent must be, if you want to use the child object, parent must be at least read access. This is the interview question, guys. Those people are asking, hey, I have a and B object. I have a and B object. So A is a parent of B. That means A is parent, B is child. And both are having master detail relationship. Okay. Then if you want to create the B, you must having the A access. What is the minimum access? Minimum access means read. At least in the parent object, you have read access. Without read access, child also we don't have. Understand? So for example, see, I am removing remaining options. Now it is working. See, why? Whenever you are creating the parent, you are able to see the doctor. On the click on the icon, you are able to see the list of doctors. Then you are able to get it. For example, there is no doctor access. Then without doctor, patient will not exist. Why? Both are master detail relationship. Right? So that's the reason. Please remember, what is that? There is a master detail relationship between two objects. At least the parent object must be having read access. Otherwise, we are unable to create a child record. Understand? Again, I will tell you. Yeah. If there is two objects, okay, with master detail relationship. So, if you want to create the child record, in this case, patient. If you want to create the child record, parent must be having minimum access. What is the minimum access? Read access. You are able to see the parent record. Otherwise, we are not able to. So that's the reason. Any two objects having master detail relationship between those two, then the parent must be minimum access of read. Otherwise, we are unable to create the child record. Please note down if possible. Okay? This is the interview question, guys. In the interview, those guys are asking, hey, I have two objects, both are having See guys, this concept, these profiles and the security concepts, we have hundreds of combinations. Those guys are asking, there is a possibility. Why? Because that much of possibility is there. So many combinations are there here. So I have, my object is this, my object is this. What is happening third of? My object permission is this field permission is this. What is happening the third of? Something like that. So that's the reason. Understand the concept, then we can apply it. So here those guys are asking, hey, I have two objects. Within those two having master detail relationship, then what about that? The parent, what type of access, minimum access of the parent. Okay, so that guy is asking, I don't have the parent object access, then can I create the child? So in that case, that guy not mentioned master detail. See guys, I have two objects, both are having relationship. Okay, then see, that guy mentioned relationship. Whenever the guy is mentioned relationship means, first of all, you can go to the point, oh, relationship means we have two relationships, lookup and master. Okay, then that guy is asking, so if I want to create the child record, what is the minimum access of the parent? Okay, no, that's the wrong. So first you need to ask, what is the relation between the either lookup or master. That guy say that lookup, then we don't require any, what about that access of the parent. Why? Without parent we are able to create, like a hospital. Without a hospital we are creating the patient. Then that guy mentioned, what about that master? Then the parent must be minimum access of the read. Understand? Okay, so that is the one type of question, guys. Now here this is fine. Okay, I want to add the so this is the profile, guys. Understand, right? The profiles. Now okay, so now understand the another situation, guys. For example, this is the one reception user. Understand other situation. Reception user 1. Two, three, but we are unable to create this many number of users. Why? Because we don't have an option. It is a developer action. Okay. Assume that in the Salesforce or in the hospital 4 reception users are there. Reception user 2, three, reception user 4. So how many people are there? 4 people are there. Now this manager is this guy. Some manager. Okay. All the reception user manager is this guy. Okay. Understand the concept first. Understand the issue. Then how we will resolve. We'll go to the concept. Okay. So actually in the hospitals, so many reception users are there. So on the top of it, one manager will be there. That guy is monitoring all the reception guys. Okay. So now this guy, see, all reception user, we are already creating one profile. What is the profile name? Reception profile, reception profile, right? This is a profile, man. Reception profile. We are already created. Within the reception profile, what type of access we are giving? Within the reception profile, HMS app permission. What is that, sir? Patient tab permission. Patient object permission. And within that buttons and blah 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 we are giving. That means in the reception profile these are the permissions we are gave to the reception profile. Then one guy joined, we are adding this profile, automatically that guy having these permissions, right? Okay. Now manager, assuming that I am creating one manager profile. Manager profile. This guy, what is this guy work is? This guy able to create the doctor records, able to create the bed record something. So that means first this guy required HMS app permission, and what is that? Patient tab permission and patient object permission. Again, doctor tab permission, doctor object permission. Okay, so okay, very use better. Only see. Patient tab. This guy, he's a, what about the immediate manager? This guy only having app permission, patient tab permission, and doctor tab permission only. Okay. Now, what is the difference between the reception user profile and manager profile? Only doctor tab, right? That is the only difference. Manager having the doctor access extra, but reception user there is no doctor access. Okay. So what happened whenever any new doctor is joined, this manager is creating the record. That's it. Now what happened? Okay, these 4 members are working in the hospital. Some reasons the manager guy went to vacation. For example, 10 days leave. He will take the 10 days leaves. Okay, from 21st to 30th. Then, meanwhile, maybe we need to manage the, what about that doctor, doctor data or something, doctor tab. That means someone take the permission, not permanently. Okay, he will give the ownership of the doctor to who is the having more experience on the reception. For example, this guy having the 10 years of experience. This guy having like 5 years experience, this guy having 2 years experience, this guy having 6 years. Now, whatever the role on the manager, that manager responsibility is partially, only for 10 days, assigned to whom? Reception user 1. Why? Because he is a senior person. He knows compared with the other persons. Right? So, that means partially we are, what about that, allocating the some permissions to the who is most senior on the reception people. Partially, not permanently. For example, in this case, manager go to the what about the vacation. So for example, I want to, what is the profile name? Manager profile, right? I want to change this guy, what about that? This guy profile to manager profile. Whenever I'm changing the manager profile, what happened? Here, patient tab, doctor tab, assuming that one more tab. Bed and something, bed also. We are giving the extra permission only doctor, not bed. Understand? We are giving the only extra permission bed only. Sorry, Extra permission, doctor only, not bed. For example, this guy already which profile? Reception profile. I'm changing to manager profile. This guy having HMS object permission, patient tab permission. Okay, patient tab, high level. Doctor tab, bed tab. But I don't want to give bed tab permission. I want to give only doctor tab permission only. But that means I have 100 permissions. So I'm going to vacation. In my subordinate, having only 10 permissions. Assuming that. I don't want to give all the 100 permissions. I want to, out of 100, I want to give another 10 permission to my subordinate. For example, in this case, this guy having the 3 object permissions. This guy having only 1 object. If I'm changing this profile to manager, instead of reception profile to manager profile, this guy getting whatever the access already manager, all the permissions will be coming to reception user 1. But that is not, I don't require like that. I require not all the permissions, some specific permissions only. Understand the concept? So here the approach is, for example, this guy went to go to vacation. So instead of this guy, someone hand out that responsibilities. Who is that guy? This guy, reception user 1 is having more experience. So that's the reason we are informed to the admin, hey admin, change the profile. Instead of whatever manager, just for 10 days, you need to give the all the access, what about that, the doctor access to this guy. If this guy is changing the profile, not only doctor, bed object permissions also come to this guy. But I don't require all the permissions. I required specific. So out of 3 objects, out of 2 objects, already patient already having the access. Out of 2 objects, what is that? Doctor and bed, I want to give only specific action. What is specific access? What is that? Doctor object access. So in that situation, the profile change is not possible. If you are changing the profile, all the access are coming. For example, I already told you, manager having 100 permissions. All the 100 access got the reception user. But I don't record all the 100. I record only specific, selected permissions only. In that type of situation, we require one more concept called permission set. What is that? Permission set. Permission set means already this guy having the patient object in the profile level. So that is as it is. If you want on the profile, on the top of the profile, if you want to give extra permissions. Understand? Already reception user got the patient object permission. If you want to give the extra permissions, profile plus extra permission. Understand? Profile as it is, but extra permission to the user. In that case, we are using one more concept called, what is that? Permission set. Very, 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 very important. So what is meant by permission set means here, understand, permission set means without profile it will not work. First thing, profile having, for example, profile having 10 permissions, 10 access. On the top of extra access, that means 10 plus extra 2. Then that extra 2 permissions we are creating the permission set. So that means user must be having the profile. Without profile, user will not exist. On the top of user, for example, see, here I am creating one permission set with what is the object? Doctor object. Doctor object. Okay. Now this permission set I need to add to the which user? Reception user. Reception user already patient object permission already there. On the top of extra access. For example, simple guys, we have a mobile recharge, right? We have a plan like 1 month plan like Jio or something, 300 rupees. Okay, but it is a 40 GB. Those guys are giving the 40 GB. Within what about the 1 week, our GB will be gone. Okay, then what we will do? Call access already there. On the top of it, extra we need to pay for what about that? Data access, right? We need to extra give the data. That means we are what about that? Purchasing for only data. On the top of existing plan, we are adding one more plan for GB, right? Data. Same here. On the top of profile, if you want to add extra permissions, profile will be same plus extra permission. We are creating the permission set. So permission set profile we are adding to the user, right? Same way permission set also we are adding to the user. Understand? Permission we are not added to the profile. Those guys are confused. Okay, in the interview, those people are asking how to add the permission to the profile. We are confused. Okay? So many people are saying that under. So we are not adding the permission to the profile. Profile or permission set all are belongs to user, right? So that's the reason profile is belongs to user. Same way permission set also we are adding to the user. So first of all, I need to create the permission set. Then that permission set we need to add to the what about that user. Okay. So first, as of now, this guy having what is that? Only patient, right? Patient permission. Now, first I am creating the permission set. Go to setup again. What is that? Permission sets. Here see, there is so many permission sets are there. Okay, only two are available. This is existing one, new. What is the permission set? So whenever manager is went to what about that vacation or something, that manager access we have some access we have brought the what about that reception. So that's the reason I'm using reception permission set. The permission set is there. Whenever that guy is went to vacation, we are adding to the user. Whenever that guy is come to the hospital, then we are removing the permission set. Understand? So now what I will do here, I am creating a permission set. Reception, RECEIPTION, reception permission set. Okay, reception permission set. This is the API name. Now, license. Salesforce, you need to add. It is optional. By default, it is taking you Salesforce something. Okay. This is the permission settings. Okay. Now here you need to add what type of permission. Same like profile. In the profile we need to manage application, tabs, objects, fields, page layouts, record types, buttons, everything. In the permission set also all the options are available. So now where is that object? See, object settings. Okay, this is the apps settings. If you want to add extra apps, this is the one. If you want to add the connect lab, it is the integration box. Objects, Apex classes, these are the different. So now object settings, we are adding the object. Open that. The UI is changed, guys. That's it. Here, which object you need to add? Doctor. Just type here doctor, otherwise come down. Doctors. See, in the doctor, no access. Okay, we'll see now. Click on that. See, tab setting is there. Object permission within the field. All are in one go. All are in one screen. Now, edit. I'm giving the tab available and visible. Within the tab, what is that? This is the object permission. In the object permission, that guy able to create, don't delete. Which records? Doctor records. So that's the reason first read is mandatory. Without reads, we are not able to do anything. Then create. If it is a wrong data, edit. But I don't want to give delete option. Understand? So that means this guy able to see the which guy? This permission that we are assigned to whatever the user, that user is able to see the tab, able to see the, he is able to see the record, he is able to create the record, he is able to edit the record, but he is unable to delete. Why? Because delete is a very sensitive, right? If that guy is delete the existing records, it is more impact. So that's the reason. Field permissions, all the fields already created by doctor name is a mandatory. So that's the reason the permission automatically there. Now experience, this fees, date of birth, qualification, total patients. This is the read access. If you want to update, edit access. Okay. Now save. So here in the reception permission set, we are adding the object. Tab, we are added the tab. Under the tab, object. Under the object, fields. The object only these things are there, right? And here there is no page layouts and something. So that's the reason we are not doing. Now save. Permission set is ready. What is the permission set name? So now, which user you want to add the permission set? Which user? Our user. In our case, batch 7 user, right? Go to the users. Duplicate. Users. Where is that user? This is the guy, right? Reception user. Open that. Now before that, I'm not adding that. I'm just creating the permission set, but I'm not added. Now see, I just reload it. Okay, I just reloaded. Still patient. Now we are added the profile here. Understand, whenever we are creating the user, profile is mandatory, but permission set is not mandatory. Why? Because it is the extra access. What is that? Permission set assignments. If you want to add multiple permission sets. So now edit assignments. See, so many permission sets are there. Within that, our what is that? What is the permission set name, guys? Reception permission set. I added. Save. Now this user, which user? Reception user. Profile access. That means profile related permissions as well as permission set related permissions got the access. Profile plus permission set. The profile patient object. The permission set doctor object. See, now doctor is done. Understand? So if you see, guys, here one more question those people are asking, just for confusion purpose. How to see permission set here? Please remember, using permission set, we are giving the extra access or removing the extra access? Giving the extra access. That means it is add-on. We are not decrease the access. We are unable to decrease the whatever the access. Understand? Through permission set we are able to give the extra access. Understand? Through permission set we will not whatever remove the access. We will add the extra access. That is the only possibility. Understand? So this is what? Permission set. Understand, guys? So here this is the permission. Now this guy see already tab access within that object access. All buttons are there. New. He is able to see. Go. See, delete is there, but we are not giving the delete permission, right? Why delete is there? That's the reason. See, this is the permission set. Where is that? Object settings. Where is that? Delete. Sorry, doctor. Within the doctor, read, create, edit is there, but delete permission is not there. But why here delete option is coming? And also in the Dr. John, delete is there, but we are not given, right? But why delete is coming? We'll see. Deleted. Why? Why? Because where is the user? The permission set, we are not giving the delete option, but here, where is that? This guy go to the profile first. The profile level, edit. First profile is the main, right? The profile, go to that object. Doctor already, see, doctor already gave this access, guys. If you want to delete, then profile level delete is not there, permission set level delete is not there. In the permission set, if you are, see, already in the profile level delete option already there. In the permission set, we are not given. Then first priority is the profile. First, the system is going to the profile, the object level, what are the buttons, what are the permissions. Already in the object level, we are giving the delete permission. Then it is not going to permission set. Why? Already delete permission in the profile level, it is there. So that's the reason delete button is available. Now you need to remove delete here. Now what happened? Whenever that guy is logged in, this guy is logged in, then first the system is going to the profile. In the profile level, doctor object delete permission is not there. So now see, there is no delete. Why? So here there is a two persons. One is profile, one is permission set. Who is the major role means profile is a more powerful compared with the permission. If the profile is decided, permission will not do anything. Understand? If the profile is not decided, then system is come to the permission set. Hey, profile is not given the delete option, then what you said? Then permission set decided either given or not given. Understand? So permission set, there is no permission, but profile already permission is there. Then profile is a major role. Understand? Here, these are the two people, guys, assuming that profile is a one person, permission set is one person. So profile is our, what about that, our MLA, sorry, profile is our CM, what about that, permission set is our MLA. Now CM already decided, MLA will not do anything, right? Same thing. So that's the reason, first we are going to the, if the CM is decided, that means profile is decided, permission will not do anything. Even though once CM is decided, that means profile side, permissions are there. Then we are not going for, what about that, permission. But CM is not decided. That means the delete option is not there in the profile level. Then it is going to the permission set and check that object delete button is available or not. But if already that access is available in the profile level, it is not come to the permission set level. Understand? So if you are compared with profile and permission set, who is the major role? Profile. Simple. You need to remember, profile is a CM, permission set is our MLA. Simple. Understand? Once CM is decided, profile will not do anything. Okay. CM is not decided. CM is not provide any access. Then what about that? That means permission set will decide it whether I will give or not. Clear, guys? Online people clear as of now. So in the high level, guys, again I will explain you the interview questions levels. See, guys, first profile and sorry, in the security, what is that? We have two types of security. One is app level security and data level security. Application level security, we have two options. One is profile, second one is permission set. So profile and permission set, compare with these two, both are giving the extra access, giving the access to the user. giving the access to the user. Okay, but please remember both are giving the app level. That means if you want to give the first high level is application permission or tab permission or object permission within the field, space layout, record touch, all are controlled by the profile and permission sets. Okay, through profile, please remember through profile, if you want to add or remove, both are possible. If you want to give the what about the permission, that means if you want to add the object permission or tab permission or field permission, through profile is possible. If you want to remove the permission, through profile is possible. Understand? But in the permission set, we are just on the top of profile, we are just added. If you want to add extra permission, in the profile there is no permission. Then if you want to add extra permissions, then we can use permission set. That means on the top of profile, if you are giving extra permissions, then we will use permission. Without profile, for example, in the profile, one object permission is there. I want to remove. It is not possible. It is not possible through permissions. Understand? If you on the profile, one object permission is there or not there. On the profile, one page permission is not there. On the profile, one class permission is not there. So on the profile, one field permission is not there. Then if you want to add, then go to permission. Only giving the extra permissions. Only giving the extra permission. Profile permission plus extra permissions. Then we are going to the permission. That is the difference. Without, what about that? Without profile, permission will not use. Why? Without profile, first user will not exist. Without user, how we can create the permission? Understand? These are all are linked, guys. See, whenever I am creating the user here, first if you want to create the user in the Salesforce, whenever you are creating the user, it is asking the profile. That means before that, you need to create the profile. Then this profile we need to use in the user. Then what is the relationship between these two? Master. It's a mandatory. Okay? It is a mandatory. So profile is a parent, user is a child. Now without profile, what is that? Without profile, user will not exist. So whenever you are creating any user, first of all you need to define the profile first. Then create the user and add that profile to your user. This is the first step. Second step is, if you want to add in the profile, you are defined, for example, 20 access, objects, fields, something. Then on the top of it, if you want to add extra 5, only specific user. See, once profile is added to the user, for example, in the Salesforce org, I am creating 50 users. 50 users. All 50 users are adding the same profile. That means all the people having the same access. One profile, multiple users. So that profile is decided what type of access I will give to the 50 users. These all the 50 users utilizing what about that? This profile. Assume that. That means all the 50 people able to get same access. Understand? Now, if you want to, so that means all the 50 employees are same role, like reception user. Otherwise, in the bank clerks, in one branch, 50 clerks are there. That means 50 clerks means what about their role? Deposit or withdrawal. That is their role, right? Either deposit the money or withdraw the money. So that means all the 50 members are same access. So that means we are creating one, what about that clerk profile assigned to all the 50 members. Whenever one guy is joined, oh, what about your role? I am the clerk. Then create the user. At the time already profile is there. You can map it. Then automatically giving the access. Now the branch manager is going to the vacation. Then within the 50 members, So if you want to directly add the profile, all the manager related whatever access are come to the reception guy. Sorry, this clerk. It is not good, right? Whatever the extra permission you need to give the particular clerk. That means who is the senior person. Then in that case, what we will do? We are creating the first of all, which person you need to give the extra permission. That user you need to segregate it. Then here you need to create one permission set. Permission set. This permission set, which person out of 50 only one senior clerk is there. That guy, what about the temporarily dealing with the manager role, but not all the access. Okay, so in that case, this user we need to add this permission. Now this user, this profile data, profile permission plus permission set permission. So that's the reason this guy got more access compared with the other colleagues. But it is a temporarily or permanently, that is up to you. Okay, for example, one branch manager is some whatever villages, something, branch manager is gone, then after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, nobody will recruit it. So in that type of situation, the permission will still add up. Understand? So please remember, at profile plus permission set. Without profile, we are unable to add the permission. So in the interview questions, those guys are asking, hey, can I use whatever the first question is, can I use permission set for remove the access? No, it is not possible. Okay. Second question, can I use permission set without profile? No. Why? Because every user profile is mandatory. Without profile, user will not there. Without user, how to add the permission? Understand? So that's the reason. First, if you want to give the extra permission, user must be exist. If the user must be exist, before that profile must be exist. These all are dependencies. If you want to give the permission set, then user must be whatever the existing. If user must be access means profile must be access. Whatever existing. So if you want to give the permission set, before that 2 records must be exist. What are those? User and profile. If you want to create the user, 1 record must be exist. What is that? Profile. These all are, see, the same concept, guys, but we are discussing in the 360 degrees, like different ways. Understand? Concept is clear. Concept is, first you need to create the profile, then create the user, then map the profile to the user. That is the first question. Sorry, first create the profile. This is the first one. Second one is, whenever you are creating the user, adding the profile. That is the second point. Third one is, on the top of user profile, you need to add the permission. Clear. 3 points are clear. Only if you are remember these 3, more than 30 questions will be occurred. What is that? That guy is asking, hey, can I remove the, what about that access to the particular user using permission set? No. Understand? Second question, without profile, can I add the permission set? Then you need to remember, without profile, first of all, user will not exist. So that's the reason permission set will not add it. So not possible. Then what about that? User profile. So for example, in this type of situation, guys, and in the some companies are asking, hey, same scenario. Most of the cases, so same scenario. In my company, I have a, for example, in my team, I have a 20 developers are there. Okay, one manager is there. The manager is went to vacation. Then we need to some access, not all, some permission giving to the particular user. Then what we will do? So many people are saying that if you are book read, so many people are saying that change the profile. If the guy change the profile, what happened? All the 100 permissions, the manager having 100, all is coming. I don't record all. I record some specific. So then in that case, we are using permissions. Clear? So this is the, what about that? Profile and permission set. Okay, online people clear? If you are good, then we'll go to the other concept. Online people, okay, thank you guys. Now guys, very important profile and comment sets. In the interview, to be honest guys, out of my 10 years of experience, up to 6 years, I don't know these concepts. Why? Because I'm completely concentrated on the coding. So profile, comment set, I don't know, literally. Okay, but after that I learned the as a what about the architect level, I learned these concepts. But in the interview, those people are starting the questions from here onwards. This is the first step. Understand? You must be know 100%. Okay, thoroughly. That guy is asking any direction, you need to remember these 3 points. That's it. Okay, that link. Okay, now the second one. So application level security is done. Okay, now what is that? Data level security. Data level security. So now, what is that? Okay, see guys. I'm removing the permission set. Okay, it is done, right? So that's the reason. I will remove that. Where is the user? See guys, this is the profile. Profile is a parent, right? Under parent, multiple. Why? Because multiple users have the same profile. That means under profile, multiple users. So what is the profile here? Reception. Under reception profile, reception user is there. So that means in the related list. See here. Where is the users? Here it's not added. Not added. Okay. Where is the users? Users. Now where is the user? Reception user. I am removing it. Deleted. Now again what happened? This guy didn't get talked. Okay. Now see guys, patient. How many records are there? Oh, we are removing one second. We are removing something, right? Obviously, it's gone. Here we are removing it. Undoing it. Okay. See guys, patient. How many patients are there? How many patients are there? 6. Right? Understand the concept here. I just added in the list view who created. Created by patient name, created by. Who created these records? Naresh. Naresh created these records. Okay, same like apply the same concept in the banking. In the banking, one clerk created 10 records, 10 transactions. That 10 not, so for example 6, right? These 6 records not able to see what about the other persons. Assuming that is my requirement. Okay, not able to see other persons. But here, this is the other guy. This guy able to see Naresh records, right? But these records not belongs to reception user. These records created by the Naresh. That means there is no data privacy. If you are created the 10 records, you are the person to able to see, or your manager. Okay, but here Naresh ID is admin. Admin means manager, assuming he is creating some data. Manager creating some records. but the subordinate able to see those records. That means there is no data privacy. Understand? So now what is our requirement? Whatever this reception user able to create, this guy able to see their own records. But admin, it means manager. Admin able to see their record and subordinates records. For example, here this guy created some patient. This guys. Stephen, January, date of birth, and contact number is hospital and doctor. Why? Invalid data. Huh? Okay, so this is the record and I need to create one more. Okay. Now this reception user created how many records? 2. Now 6 plus 2, 8 records are there. He is able to see reception user. Owner is created by reception user. He is able to see their record and their manager records as well. That means there is no data privacy. Now what we will do? We need to segregate the data. Whatever the data he created, he is able to see their records. Manager able to see their record and subordinates data. That means in this case, this guy, reception user able to see how many records? 2 records, not manager records. But this guy, manager, this guy able to see all the 8 records. Already this guy able to see all the records. This is fine. Why? Because he is a admin. Admin means he is a manager. Now here we need to hide the what about that data? How? So in that case we are using data level security. In the what about that application level security? We have 2 concepts, right? What is that? App level, profile, permission set. Here we have some concepts are there. We will explain one by one. The first concept is the data level security. OWD, organization wide default settings. I don't want to write everything. Organization wide default settings. What is meant by this word? Okay, organization wide default setting. Default means we are, for example, we are purchasing the mobile. First time we are configured. We are not configured every one day or every 1 month, right? That means default we are configured only one time. Whenever you are purchasing the mobile. For example, I am purchasing the iPhone. The first time it is asking you are belongs to which country, you want which language, okay, something blah blah blah, Siri, something like that, right? I want to configure first time. Then I don't want to configure every time. That is a default settings. Same like whenever I am purchasing the iPhone mobile, I am configuring. So this is the application, right? Whenever we are deliver this, whenever we are deploying this application in the live environment, that means we need to give the customers. Before give the customers, you need to, what about that? Give the default settings. You need to, what to say, configure some default settings. Your application level, you need to configure some default settings. What is the default settings? Manager is joined. This guy able to see their subordinate data. Reception user joined. What is that? This guy able to see their data only. So that means this is the first time. Whenever you are after completing your project, you are moving to the live environment. Once you are moving to the live environment, in the first time you need to configure some settings. That is, what about that? Apply in the total app. Okay, that is only first time, guys. So that's the reason default. You need to put the default settings. To whom? Your org wide default settings. You need to enable, you need to configure the first time. Once your project is done. Understand? So that's the reason the name is organization wide default settings. Who will tell that? Your client is say that, hey, in my application, reception user will be joined. In that case, reception user, I'm talking about only data level, not application level. Application level gone, done. It is already done, right? That client is say that whenever one reception user is joined, that guy able to see their data only, not other data. Oh, that means you need to configure something. Okay, whenever second guy joined, at that time I don't want to again configure. Why? Because I already configured one time. Understand how we are configured. So first thing is, what is that? OWD, data level security. OWD. Go to that. Is it been right? Very good here. And security, sharing settings. What is that? Sharing settings is an option. Sharing settings. What we are sharing? Data. Data, how we are sharing that. Sharing settings is a, what is that? Option. Whenever you are going to the sharing settings, here see, what is that? Organization wide defaults. That means whenever you are configured, the data level all is applied to the entire org. So now, which object you need to configure? Which object? Patient object data, right? Patient object data we are configured. For example, come to here. In our use case, patient object. In the patient object, first record, second record, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. 8 records, right? These are the 8 records are there. Okay. First record, second record, third record, fourth, blah blah blah. These are the records. But as of now, so many people are creating the records. That owners are different people, right? Now, for example, if you want to give this record access to only you are the guy, the owner. For example, here Ashok is the owner. Ashok created their record. So Ashok only able to see their record, not the same role. That means clerk having 50 members or clerks are there. So all are same profile, right? That means 50 users are same users. So within that one user one created the record. That user one record not able to see remaining 49. Why? All are same role, but their manager is able to see. Okay. So for example, in the same role, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5, something like that. User 1 created one record. That record not able to see other people. Only that guy able to see or their manager. In that type of situation, we are using one keyword called private. What is that? Private. Private means in the data level you need to give the private. Private means that is a private property. Understand? Private means we are the persons utilizing it. Understand? For example, our home. Our home is private property. We are the persons utilizing it, not other persons. Understand? For example, park. Park is a public property. All the people utilizing it, right? So if you want to give, what about that? Give your access. For example, you see the previous scenario, man is going to a vacation. At that time, their records also able to see user 1. That means their records giving the access to the user 1. That means in that case, we are using everybody able to see the records. Then we giving the public. If you want to able to see the records, only you are the guy to see the records, we are giving the private access. How I will tell you. First of all, understand these words. Public means anybody. Okay? Public means anybody. As of now, it is enough guys. Okay? There is some other words I will tell you. Public, private. Private means it is a private property. We are the guys to utilizing whatever they are able to see. Public means anybody. Anybody able to see. Simple. Okay? Now, time is over. Okay guys, how to give, I will tell you tomorrow. 9 o'clock I have other batch. How to give the access, we will tell you tomorrow. So, as of now, profile is completed. Now we are working with the OWD, organization by default. Okay? We will discuss tomorrow guys. How can define profile in one line? Profile means set of configurable access. Kumar. Guys, please remember, I already told you starting. Don't by heart the definitions. Okay? Profile, what we are understand. Profile means app level, tab level. That means those all are what about that our configurations, right? So give the access in the application level. We are using give the access in the application level. We are what about that? Using the profile. Application level means within the application all are covered. What is that? Object, tab, all are covered. Tabs and create button, edit button, page layouts, everything. So simple profile means give the access of the application level. We are using profiles. Clear, Kumar? Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.